the attendance here everybody is saying, is higher in person than we thought it would be. I expected maybe 1,000 people, and it's some multiple of that, maybe 3,000 people or so here. And the show floor is pretty well occupied, and it's got a decent flow of traffic.
It doesn't seem packed, but what we have had is a massive number of very quality conversations. People who come to talk to us stay for a long time, and they're here learning and networking, and it's not just, people breezing through that don't really have an interest. So we're very happy with the quality of the interactions we've had.
My expectations were low to begin with, as you can imagine, with the pandemic, but surprisingly it has been better than I expected. The number of vendors that I saw here was impressive. I did not expect to see so many people here. And the technical sessions, although some of them were managed remotely, worked surprisingly well in the hybrid mode.
I'm one of the SciNet volunteers, so we set up the network for the show. I've been in networking a long time, 30 years, and worked with just about all the vendors, and so it is very amazing to me that you can just randomly mix and match the vendor gear and build these complex, high-speed networks and have it be reliable.
There's a lot of remote participants. A lot of paper presentations were done by people that were completely remote. It certainly opens up a lot of inclusivity for people who either have issues with traveling or who can't get visas and may just not have the time to get away from their current research activities.
All of the talks that we're setting up in our booth are hybrid virtual. So we actually have like 1 or 2 live talks, but we're still going to present them WebEx. It's part of the new world.
What we do for supercomputing is we always make sure that we have technical members of the group staffing our booth, because I'm not going to be able to answer technical questions. Well, this year, because of COVID, our members could not all travel to the show. So what we've done is we have a Zoom session going each day, all day, and we've scheduled different members to call in, and they're here answering questions.
Hi. When I go to conferences online, I mostly do other things than pay attention to content in the conference. So I think being in person is really, that's how business gets done.
I really wanted to go in person because SC is just such a great conference, and there's so many people I've been meeting with for the last year and a half, virtually, especially people in France and Spain and some of these other countries that are over here now, which is just wonderful thanks to vaccines and everything else.
There's zero replacement for the real deal, three-dimensional human interaction. So it's great that technology's been able to replace a certain amount, or let's say keep things moving. But I wouldn't say that it's replaced anything.
I think a hybrid is here to stay. I mean, lots of people traveling is not as easy as it used to be, especially coming over from Europe. So being able to still get those learning opportunities, seeing those live streams of the sessions, we're streaming our sessions in our booth, and there's lots more around. So I think it's here to stay. It helps spread the wealth, and everybody can learn more together.
We've had a really robust program for inclusivity. We just, in fact, finished the first timers presentation. We were able to walk a lot of the newbies through all the wonderful events we have, including we have a hangout office in room 125. We have people in and out. We've got board games. We've been really lucky this year.
This is my first time, and I am a student volunteer, and I'm very excited.
So I got into HPC during COVID in 2020, and I'm the only person who does HPC at my school, so I'm kind of isolated there. And when I came to SC21, I've gotten to meet people who love what I love and who do what I do. The atmosphere is so friendly. Everybody is an expert about something, and everybody is willing to share what they know with you and help you understand.
As part of the student cluster competition, that was the main motivation to come here at SC21, and I'm also presenting my research for the ACM poster competition, and so I presented that yesterday, which was related to cache configurations for optimizing compression applications. It's been a grind, but I'm glad we got to come here and experience it.
We have set up a Women in HPC chapter that we are trying to motivate people to come join, and it's just been a really great experience for me, and I would love to see other women have that same opportunity.
Honestly, the most exciting thing I've learned is that this is a field and that it exists. I can't believe I didn't realize how deep this goes.
I have learned how many different ways that HPC can be applied to all of the different sciences and all of the different possibilities. I had no idea that it was connected to basically everything we do in science.
Every single company and institution and organization here is, we're all on the bleeding edge of compute and how compute is revolutionizing how science works, how engineering works, how defense works. And it's just like a very exciting community and a very exciting time to be in computing.
The most exciting part is the adoption of liquid cooling into supercomputers. We've seen air for a long time, but now the adoption of liquid is really going to be a game changer here for the industry. And with that adoption, we're excited to be a part of it.
Everything from, submersible liquid cooling to high performance ARM processors to software layers. And then some of the exhibitors here, even from universities who are here showing off what their environments are within HPC and what they're doing. It's very exciting.
We're showing off some 3D stuff here at our DOE booth that represents all of the 17 DOE entities that are part of the DOE complex.
We had a very nice session yesterday morning where it's about machine learning and typical benchmark machine learning data sets, and it was exciting to sit nearby Facebook AI and exploring that they have the same trouble as we scientists still, with large batch sizes, losing accuracy in validation accuracy. If you scale up really using many GPUs, you need large batch sizes. So I think it's really an interesting event. It brings together the right set of people.
I knew AI would be an important topic here, but I wanted to see to what extent edge computing and HPC would be a topic here. Not many people are talking about it kind of in exhibit areas and so forth, but behind the scenes, there's a lot of talk about it and the impact it will have on HPC.
We've been able to have lots of face-to-face engagements with leaders in the industry. We've been able to highlight our joint partnerships with teams like Intel to help make sure that we're developing products that meet the needs of tomorrow's technologies today.
The most exciting thing I would say is not only our ability as humans to innovate, but at the same time taking that innovation and be able to impact change, whether that be through communities, whether that be helping the environment, taking the lessons we learned from the past and not trying to make the same mistakes again.
See you in Dallas.
See you in Dallas.
See you in Dallas.
The exhibit hall is now closed.